Zorana, what is your theory or theories of creativity? And then how does the project you're working on support them?
So when we are talking about creativity, there is this idea that creativity is about having ideas. And indeed, that is important part of creativity, but that is not the whole story of creativity. To understand creativity, what we need to know, not only how people come up with ideas, but then what happens with them next. That makes a difference between having an idea that is just stays in the realm of fantasy or imagination, something in your mind, and something that becomes a product or a performance in the world. And my work is focused on self-regulation of creative action. And what that means is what goes into the process that makes it move along. There are a number of traits, psychological traits that are relevant in this process. And we are interested in relating those traits to the experience of art. To give you an example, one of the traits that is relevant in creative work is risk-taking, but not any kind of risk-taking, not speculating on the stock market, not bungee jumping, but very specifically intellectual risk-taking and social risk-taking. And what do those mean is that intellectual risk-taking is a willingness to be wrong, willingness to put yourself out and try something that you are not really sure of intellectually. And social risk-taking is a similar thing in relation to your reputation. You are putting yourself out and you are not exactly certain how other people who are relevant judges of some sort, from audiences to gatekeepers of various sorts, are going to react to your work. And we want to bring these important traits from the creative process to bear on understanding of the process of art appreciation. So to use the same example of intellectual risk-taking and social risk-taking, oftentimes people, when they face art, when they're in the presence of art, have a moment of insecurity. They are not sure what they are supposed to be experiencing. They believe there might be something that is a correct answer. They feel they're putting themselves out there. And sometimes people are not willing to do that. And if you are not willing to do that because of the discomfort of taking an intellectual leap, then you might not be able to engage in such a full way that you can reach the understandings and insights that are possible to reach through deeper engagement with art.
Yeah, that makes sense. And how does the project that you have potentially to support the theory?
So in creativity studies, we have developed measures that are assessing these traits that are relevant in the regulation process of creation. We are going to adapt these measures to be used to understand the process of art appreciation.